Hey, what's going on? It's PG here. And this is my first podcast, so, bear with me. But I thought that it was important enough for me to step forward and just give my opinion on what's going on with this Mike Postle situation. I'm been playing poker for a long time, and you can see the gray in my beard, man. I've been doing this for a minute. And I have an opinion about this, man, because, I play at Stones. I fool with Stones, man. I fuck with Stones. And the reason is because it's a great place to play. They literally have a situation going on there where it doesn't matter what game you're in, man. It doesn't matter if you're playing 1-3, 2-5, whatever they have going, man. I mean, what matters is who's at the table. They have a chip match situation there. So if a cat wins a big pot, he's got 25, three grand in front of him. Cats top off, man, and the game is like, mandatory straddles, bomb pots. The blinds are so irrelevant. You when they call your name and you sit down at the game, it's just all about what's happening, man. And cats are table changing. They're trying to get to. There's always one game that's just popping off, and that's the game you want to be at. But yeah. So now back to Mike. I've actually sat down with Mike maybe once or twice. This was pre-God mode. This was probably a couple years ago. Didn't see anything strange. He was just basically a loose player, who, have a couple drinks and be like, oh man, 20 to go. Um, you know, man, there was nothing suspicious. I've been playing this game for a long time, like I'm the one. I'm the one that's at Bay 101 calling the floor man, telling these cats to quit talking Chinese, man, quit speaking this Cantonese, because, you know, um, you know, my Cantonese is a little bit rusty, but like, when cats is anyway, I used to play a little high limit over there, and there used to be like this table talk, and I actually quit playing the game because I thought that there was some collusion happening. But I'm that guy, man. I mean, I'm paying attention. I'm trying to, figure out what's going on. I'm not trying to get fleeced, and trust is not one of my strong points. When I'm playing this game. So that being said, I don't know the cat personally, and I was part of the camp of man, let's give the cat the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I rolled through and saw all the hands, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do right now. Let me stop rambling and get to the point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a maybe 6-7 part series, and I'm going to touch on one thing at a time, one aspect of this whole investigation at a time. And I want to make the case to prove this man guilty without going through a single hand that this man has played. That's, I've seen the hands. If you play poker, you know what it is. But I think I can make a case for this cat being guilty with what I know and what I've seen that have nothing even to do with the hands. So, episode 1. Let's start with this. I want to start with the man's brother, who, as you all know by now, had an interview in the booth, and they were trying to get a little background. One thing you guys should know that one of the things that the live feed, as well as management, ownership of the casino, they wanted to promote this guy. They wanted to promote this guy as this local phenom that was taking the world by storm. And they probably didn't want it to go on SportsCenter, but they wanted to like let the poker community kind of know that hey, we have a guy who can play with the best of the best. You know, we want a Garrett Alstein. We want that guy, man. We want our feed to be watched because there's somebody who is like crushing the game, and hey, you got game, Phil Galfond or Patrick Antonius. I'm a little old school, but if you guys want to come and fly into Sacramento, we'll put you up in a room, man. We can see, how you could do against this cat, man. I mean, this is our local legend. So there was a little bit of that going on. They were trying to hype this cat, and it's good for business. People are going to tune in to watch this cat crush these locals, right? They had a good thing going. So back to Mike's brother. I forgot his name. What's his name? Aaron Postle. Don't know what his name is, but this guy apparently. Can we check, man? Did this guy graduate past the seventh? Did he finish the seventh? I want to know. Did he finish the seventh grade? That's what I want to know. I want to know. Did this guy make it past subtraction? I'll give him addition. Did he make it past subtraction? How far did he make it, man, in grade school, man? Because the question was posed to him. Hey, let's talk about your brother, man. What was he like growing up, man? How did he become this poker playing phenom, man? That's like winning every session. How did this happen? What was his childhood like? So his brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided to tell a Mike Postle story about how he used to fleece the neighborhood kids for their lunch money, man. This is what Mike would do, man. He would, basically, he went down into his garage and built himself a Wheel of Fortune. A Wheel of Fortune. There was only one bankruptcy on the Wheel of Fortune, right? It was at the very top, man. And then what he would do is he'd put like the fishing weights at the bottom, right? All right. And then, next to the bankruptcy, portion of the wheel, right? Then he had like $10 and $5 and dollar bills and everything. So you spinning the wheel, and the kids would go bankrupt, man. You know what I mean? Oh man! So the kids would spin the wheel, man. The wheel would spin around and spin around and spin around and back up to bankruptcy, man. That's what we're talking about, man. That's what this kid, that's how he used to make his movie money. So, yeah, this is a brother, man, telling his story, right, to the booth, when his brother's being investigated for cheating, man. He wants to interject this story about, how he was just a hustler and a gambler, and he's been gambling all his life. But as if that wasn't enough, he decides, in his infinite wisdom, to add the fact that, close with the fact that, hey, my brother is the best angle shooter I've ever seen. This is how he gets down. So this is point number one. I'm gonna end the video right now, and we can let's marinate over that for a minute. Let's just marinate over what his brother projected, what his background growing up would be, and is. Give me some comments, punch like, man. This is going to be a 7-part series, man, 8-part series, man. We're going to go ahead and touch on everything that we can, circumstantial. We're going to put the circumstantial evidence together, and at the end of the day, can we sit and refute that this guy, and if you have an opinion, if you feel that the guy is innocent, I want to hear that too, man. Trump might be a good president. How about this one? Can Mike Postle kill somebody in Central Park? Let me ask that again. Can Mike Postle kill somebody in Central Park and get away with it? That's what I want to ask. Hit that subscribe button.